So in this video, we are going to discuss about G++. Okay. So we'll discuss what exactly is G++. I have told you that G++ is a compiler, but on my screen you can now see that G++ is not a compiler. This is something that I have written. Okay. So let's understand then what exactly is G++. When I'm saying G++ is a compiler and now I'm saying G++ is not a compiler. Okay. So what exactly it is? Let's try to understand. So G++ is not a compiler actually. It's set of different tools. Okay, so G++ contains multiple tools and all these tools work together to convert a .cpp file into a .executable file or .a.out file. Okay, so basically G++ is set of tools, or it's a collection of tools, and all those tools work together in order to convert our CPP file into executable file. Okay, so now let's see what are the different tools that are available in G++. Okay, so you can see on my screen I have drawn a basic diagram of what is the life cycle when we give our CPP file to G++. So what is the life cycle of our CPP file? Okay, so you can see, let's see this diagram and then we'll discuss more on it. So initially we have, let's say, our hello.cpp file. So this file goes as an input to a tool available in G++ that is called as preprocessor. Now the preprocessor tool is a very simple tool. Its work is basically doing some preprocessing on the file. Okay. So right now we are not going to discuss what is that preprocessing, what exactly this tool does, but it is going to do some preprocessing on the file. Now once it completes the preprocessing, then it will give us the output file, and name of that output file is hello.i. Okay. So hello.i is an output which is created by preprocessor. Okay. Now this hello.i file goes as an input to the next tool of G++ that is called as compiler. Now this is the actual compiler which converts our hello.i file, which is still in C++. See, this preprocessed file is still in C++. Okay. It's not getting converted to any different language. So this compiler is responsible for converting our C++ file, which is hello.i, into a file which is an assembly language file. Okay, so assembly language is also a language. It is also called as middle level language. So basically the compiler converts our high level language code into middle level language code, and that code is written in assembly language, and name of that file is hello.s. Okay. So when this hello.i file goes as an input to the compiler will create an output file that is hello.s, and hello.s is a assembly file. Okay, so then this assembly file that is hello.s goes as an input to the next tool of G++ that is called as assembler. Now this assembler is responsible for converting this assembly file into an binary file, and name of that binary file is hello.o. Okay, so the assembler is responsible for converting your assembly file into a binary file, and the output file name will be hello.o. Okay, now the hello.o file is a binary file. Okay, that means it can be understandable by the machine, or machine can understand it, but still there is one next tool involved that is called as linker. Now the linker tool is responsible for linking the dependencies of a file. Okay, so let's understand this by example. Let's say you are installing some software, and sometime you might have got some errors like this. See, let's say you are installing Google Chrome. Okay, maybe sometime you face some issues like Google Chrome requires this dependency, but that is not installed on your machine. Okay, so basically whenever we require any software, or whenever we install any software, whenever we create any software, there are some dependencies which are required by that software. So this linker is responsible for attaching those dependencies to this hello.o file. So this linker will attach dependencies to this hello.o file, and finally we'll get our executable file as the output. So the linker is going to give the final output of the entire process, and that is going to be a.exe file in case of Windows operating system, and it is going to be a.out file in case of Linux operating system. Okay, so this is the way in which G++ works. So there are different tools. Let's quickly revise what are the different tools. We have preprocessor, it is going to do some preprocessing. Then we have compiler, it is going to convert our C++ file into assembly file. Then we have assembler, so assembler is going to take assembly file as an input and it is going to convert it into a binary file, that is .o file. Then we have linker. Linker is going to attach the dependencies to our .o file, and finally it is going to give us an output, that is a.exe or a.out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's it. See, as a programmer, we don't need to worry about what the hell is happening over here. We don't need to worry about it. We just have to give this file as an input and we just have to wait for getting this file as the output. We don't really care about what is happening inside. But as a good programmer, we should always know what exactly happens when we type g++ filename.cpp. And that's the reason I explained you all this stuff in this video. Okay.